The Pacific Ocean covers 1/3 of the planet, a silent, endless body of water that hides more secrets than the surface of Mars. South of Tokyo lies a stretch of sea that sailors have feared for centuries. They call it Mano Umi, the Sea of the Devil. Since the 13th century, Japanese fishermen spoke of this region in whispers. Their boats vanished in clear weather, compasses spun wildly, and strange lights moved beneath the waves. Legends tell of fiery spheres rising from the sea at night, and waters that boil without warning. In modern times, the area has earned another name, the Devil's Triangle of the Pacific. It stretches from Japan to the Bonin Islands and down toward Guam, forming a triangle almost identical in size to the Bermuda Triangle in the Atlantic. In 1952, the Japanese government officially recognized it as a danger zone. Over the next few years, 9 ships disappeared, all without sending a single distress signal. Entire crews gone. The most infamous was the Kaiomaru No. 5, a 140-ton research vessel carrying 31 people, scientists, crew, and journalists. It was sent by the Hydrographic Office of Japan to study reports of magnetic anomalies and seaquakes in the area. They never returned. Only fragments of wreckage were found floating days later. No bodies, no oil slicks, no sign of fire. The ship's last radio message: entering survey zone, conditions normal. After that, silence. In 1955, the Japanese government quietly closed the investigation. The official statement read, "The cause of the loss is unknown. The area is extremely dangerous for navigation." Since then, sailors have called it the sea that eats ships. And the deeper researchers look, the stranger the story becomes. When scientists analyzed the ocean floor near the Devil's Sea, they discovered something extraordinary. A vast field of underwater volcanoes, some still active, belching plumes of superheated gas and magnetic minerals. At first, this seemed like a simple explanation. Ships sinking due to gas eruptions, their hulls destabilized. But there was a problem. These eruptions couldn't explain the radio silence. In every disappearance, there were no mayday calls, no distress signals, no debris patterns typical of an explosion. Survivor accounts, rare and chilling, described fog that appeared out of nowhere, compasses spinning, and the feeling that the sky itself was bending. In the 1960s, American and Soviet ships both reported electromagnetic interference in the region. Navigation systems would jam, and sonar would return false echoes, as if something massive were beneath the waves moving silently. Oceanographers noted another detail. The magnetic deviation around the Devil's Sea almost perfectly mirrors the one found in the Bermuda Triangle. 2 points on opposite sides of the planet, each capable of distorting compasses and radar. Could it be coincidence? Or something deeper? A natural phenomenon tied to Earth's magnetic field. One theory suggests the region sits at a geophysical dead zone, where natural magnetic lines intersect and twist. Such distortion could disrupt not only electronics, but even the human brain's sense of direction. Fishermen still refuse to sail there. Their stories are passed through generations, of engines dying suddenly, of lights seen moving deep under the surface, and of a low hum echoing through the hull at night. Whatever causes it, science can't fully explain it, and the deeper we dig, the more the evidence points to one truth. Something alive may be stirring beneath the sea. In 1958, an American cargo vessel, the SS Esperanza, reported engine failure while crossing the northern edge of the Devil's Sea. The crew sent an SOS, but the transmission cut out mid-sentence. When rescue planes arrived 12 hours later, nothing. No oil, no debris, no survivors. A week later, a Soviet surveillance satellite picked up an unusual radio pulse from the same coordinates. It wasn't a distress signal. It was a repeating pattern. 3 seconds on, 5 seconds off. The signal lasted for 6 minutes, then vanished. Japanese radio operators captured part of the transmission. The waveform resembled Morse code, but the intervals didn't match any known language. The sound was faint, like metal scraping underwater. When oceanographic teams went to investigate, their instruments recorded anomalous sonar returns at a depth of 5,000 meters. The images showed geometric formations, large circular depressions on the seafloor, as if something landed or rested there. Government records later revealed that the Japanese Navy secretly conducted deep dives in the area, during the 1970s using submersibles equipped with magnetic sensors. The results remain classified. Unofficial reports from technicians who worked on those missions describe massive metallic structures embedded in volcanic rock. One diver's log entry simply read, "Not natural, not human." For decades, conspiracy theorists have claimed the Devil's Sea hides an ancient base, a relic of a civilization that predated humanity, or perhaps something not of this earth. But official agencies, Japan's Maritime Safety Board, the US Navy, and UNESCO, deny the existence of any such structure. Still, the sonar data remains, and so do the disappearances. By the 1980s, the Devil's Sea had become a global obsession. TV documentaries, scientific journals, and fringe researchers all offered competing explanations. Theory 1, methane gas eruptions from the seabed. Pockets of gas reduce water density, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink instantly. Yet no methane residue has ever been found in the wreck zones. Theory 2, electromagnetic storms. Massive fluctuations in the ionosphere could interfere with navigation systems, making pilots and captains lose orientation. But that doesn't explain why the wreckage vanishes completely. Theory 3, tectonic displacement. Some geologists believe the Devil's Sea sits above a subduction zone where tectonic plates slide under each other. This could cause sudden undersea landslides, swallowing entire ships, no explosion, no trace. And then there's Theory 4, the one no one wants to publish, that the Devil's Sea is a portal, a rift in time or space, a gravitational anomaly connecting 2 points on Earth, or even to somewhere else entirely. Several American submarines in the Cold War era reported momentary instrument blackouts, a total loss of radar and light for several seconds, as if they had passed through a magnetic curtain. One captain later told researchers, "It was like sailing into nothingness, and then being thrown back out." Every scientist agrees on one thing. The Devil's Sea is not ordinary. Its currents, magnetism, and atmospheric conditions don't follow global models. It's a place where the rules of physics seem to bend, just slightly, but enough to make ships vanish, and minds question reality. Today, the Devil's Sea remains one of Earth's last great mysteries. Cargo routes avoid it. Fishermen skirt its edges but never cross its heart. In 1998, a Japanese deep-sea drone recorded something extraordinary. A faint rhythmic light pulsing from the seafloor. It wasn't volcanic, and it repeated every 14 seconds for over an hour. When the footage reached the surface, the recording showed only static. Modern satellites occasionally detect heat signatures, rising from deep water in the same region. Too symmetrical to be natural, too structured to ignore. Officially, it's chalked up to volcanic activity. Unofficially, scientists call it the heartbeat of the ocean. Every few years, new disappearances revive the legend. Fishing vessels, small aircraft, private yachts. Always the same pattern. Clear weather, perfect visibility, and then gone. In 2020, a Japanese research team attempted to map the magnetic field of the area, using drone buoys and satellite triangulation. Halfway through the project, communication with 3 buoys ceased. No debris was recovered. One final transmission from the lead buoy contained a chilling fragment. A short audio file, 6 seconds long. A deep, low-frequency sound, something like a heartbeat, or the echo of a massive engine far below. Then silence. The Devil's Sea is quiet again now. A still surface hiding a restless depth. Maybe it's geology. Maybe it's the ocean's oldest secret. Or maybe beneath that mirror of water, something vast and awake is still watching.